I had an old mentor, and this old mentor used to regularly say, 90% of people can't get excited about what they haven't yet seen. 90% of us can't get excited about what we haven't yet seen. And if you don't believe this, have you ever heard of Ignaz Semmelweis? He was a doctor in Hungary around the mid-1800s. And what happened was he had a theory. And his theory was if physicians wash their hands in between patients, we could save lives. Woot, woot, as they say. So what happened to Dr. Semmelweis? He was mocked, ostracized, and sent to a mental asylum, where he died at the age of 48. 90% of us can't get excited about what we have not yet seen. Now, doctors say one of the greatest things we can do for public health is to wash our hands. Western Union famously rejected the patent. Alexander Graham Bell approached them and said, "Would you like to buy the patent for his new invention called the telephone?" They said, "No, thank you. This scientific toy will not last long." And AT&T was born. Fred Smith, famous US CEO, wrote a term paper while he was a student at Yale. That term paper was the idea for a company he called FedEx. The paper received a C. The professor said, "This is a great business idea and you've clearly thought it out. It is just unfeasible." J.K. Rowling, I think, was rejected at least 12 times, the manuscripts for Harry Potter. Moby Dick was a commercial flop. 90% of us can't get excited about what we have not yet seen. Why is this the case? Why is it the case that so many of us reject, resist, push back on what could be? I think a lot of the reason is because we're trying to protect what is. And by protecting what is, we resist what could be. By protecting what is, we resist what could be. God invites Jonah to the ground floor of a new thing he is trying to do. And Jonah resists. He runs the other way. Why? The reason, I believe, is the same reason that we resist new things. That we're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That we push back. It's a scarcity mindset. What's a scarcity mindset? A scarcity mindset is when we believe that life is a zero-sum game. There are winners, there are losers. Better to be a winner than a loser. We can't both be winners. Life is a zero-sum game of winners and losers, and there certainly is not enough to go around. There's enough for me, there's enough for you, there's not enough for both of us. Scarcity mindset. You're like, yo, okay, time out, dude. Time out. I know the story of Jonah. Like, isn't it just about like a guy who go preach to Nineveh, and he's like, no, and he gets eaten by a whale, and then he's spit up on Nineveh? What in the world does that have to do with a scarcity mindset? What are you talking about? Jonah is a story of a guy who loves God's unearned compassion. He loves receiving God's kindness. And then God says, hey, that unearned kindness that you love, I want to give that to the city of Nineveh. And Jonah's core beliefs kick in. Whoa! Life is a zero-sum game, God. There's me, and there's the Ninevites. And we can't both win. We can't both be the recipients of your unearned compassion, of your mercy, of your kindness. Either I receive it or they receive it. And I really like receiving it, so I'm going away. And he heads to the opposite direction. Scholars don't know. He runs to a city called Tarshish. We have no record of that actually being a real place. No one knows where it is. But what's clear is it's the opposite direction. Jonah plays the scarcity game. And by protecting what is, Jonah resists what could be. And for us, the question is, what are we trying to protect? Christianity walks on a tightrope when it comes to this tension.